NFL fans are waiting for free agency to start, and we're trying to figure out who the best at each position is going to be and who we're going to get to sign for our team to make us get over that hump and into the playoffs and into the Super Bowl. Well, I have a ranking system that I've done the last few years. Today we're ranking wide receivers. This is Fuck, Marry, Kill. Welcome in, guys. My name is Ryan. I'll be your pilot today. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button. If you've been here before, welcome back. I love having you here. Guys, I have had a lot of people ask me where I got that jet sign. So I told my buddy Wyatt that I would plug it during my F, Marry, Kill series. So this is my plug. If you would like to get yourselves one of these signs, Wyatt does a great job. He has an Etsy store. I will link down below in the description. It's all sheet metal, those signs. I actually added a $10 LED strip to it, so that's why it's got the color back there. But if you use promo code JETSTALK, you will get 10% off your purchase. So if you want to get one of those signs, kind of cool, a lot of fun, and thank you, Wyatt, for hooking it up. So I want to get into this. I have ranked prospects, or free agents rather, over the last few years, and I have a very unique grading system. Thanks to COVID, my wedding got delayed, and I've had wedding on the mind for the last 3 years. So this is Fuck, Marry, Kill. Now, what does that mean? It makes no sense. You guys are trying to be like, what? You're out of your mind, Ryan. What are you doing? So let's look at the rules. All right, we are going to grade these prospects on a few different categories. We are going to grade them on their age, their availability, their yards per game, Pro Football Focus grade, Pro Football Focus rank, catchable percentage, career drop percentage, and the cost that we should expect. Now, you can earn up to 3 fighter jets, but beware of the butt fumble. You get no points for butt fumbling. At the end of this, we're going to decide if we'd like to fuck, marry, or kill them. Fuck stands for a 1-year deal. Marry is a long-term deal, and kill means we do not want to sign them. It's a little unorthodox, but here we go. All right, guys, up first is Allen Robinson. He is 6'3", 211 pounds. He is 28 years old. He's the oldest wide receiver on this list, so that gives him a 1 for a fighter jet, even though it's not that bad. He's technically 27 right now, but at the start of the season, he'll be 28. So 28 for this exercise. Availability. He has been available for 79% of their games. Now, there is a slight margin of error for this particular category because they could be inactive for the game, but they could be active for the game, but they could be hurt and not playing. So right now, it's, a little bit ambiguous, I guess. 79% for availability. I decided to include snaps in this after I made my rules template, but that basically will tell us when did they play the slot or did they play wide out. So for Robinson, he played slot 245 snaps this year, and he was out wide 707 times. No grading there, just a little bit more insight. Yards per game, 68. That's 3 fighter jets for him. Pro Football Focus grade came in at 88.3, good for 3 fighter jets, which puts him at a Pro Football Focus rank of 5th overall. Catchable ball percentage, 81.8% career catch percentage when there is a catchable ball thrown his way. So 1 fighter jet. Believe it or not, that was one of the lower numbers on this list. So a little surprising there. Career drop percentage, 5.8%. That gets him 2 fighter jets. The cost, he is going to be expensive. He's going to be probably one of, if not the most expensive free agent in the wide receiver market. So 3 money signs there. And then score will be 15. He got 15 fighter jets total. And so we move on. Up next, we got Chris Godwin coming in at 6'1", 209 pounds. He is 25 years old. That is good for 3 fighter jets. Availability, he has been available for 91% of his games. Another 3 fighter jets. Slot, he is lined up for 519 snaps. Wide out, he is lined up for 357 snaps. So this guy can really play all over the board. I didn't actually realize he lined up in the slot quite as much as he did, but kind of interesting nonetheless. Yards per game, 61. That is good for 2 fighter jets. Pro Football Focus grade, 75.5. 2 fighter jets there. Pro Football Focus rank, 35. Good for 2 fighter jets as well. Catchable ball percentage, 91%. 3 fighter jets. I believe that was the highest of all the catchable ball percentages. So really good there for Chris Godwin. Career drop percentage, that's 3%. I think this was the lowest of the percentages, so good for 3 fighter jets as well there. Cost, he's going to cost a ton of money. 3 money signs there with an overall score of 18. Now, some of these receivers, as I'm kind of going through this, may have been franchised or getting franchised in the next few days. So if they're on here, just skip to the next guy. Forget about it. He gets a total grade of 18. I don't know if I said that. He got 18 fighter jets overall, so pretty solid score for Chris Godwin. Next up is Corey Davis, the former 5th overall pick in the 2018, 17 draft. I don't know. One of those drafts. Corey Davis, 6'3", 209 pounds. He is 26 years old. That is going to be 2 fighter jets. Availability, 87%, 3 fighter jets. Snaps, 176 from the slot and 535 out wide. Yards per game, he had 51, but he actually had 70 this year. He's one of those like breakout kind of players that really had a great season this year, so I wanted to kind of note that. I'm going to give him 3 fighter jets for that because the progression has just kind of kept going up. Pro Football Focus grade, 85.3, good for 3 fighter jets. Pro Football Focus rank, 10. 3 fighter jets there. Catchable ball percentage, 85.2. That is good for 2 fighter jets. Career drop percentage, 6.2%. 1 fighter jet there. I believe he's going to be a middle-of-the-road cost-wise free agent. I think it's probably 2 money signs here. I don't think he's going to be super cheap, but I don't think he's going to be like Allen Robinson type expensive. Score overall, 17. Up next is Curtis Samuel, and this is someone that I've kind of talked about a little bit, and I think it's someone that the Jets will probably look to bring in, or should look to bring in, at the very least, because of the style of play and the yak ability, the ability to play a bunch of different positions. Now, this would probably be a signing that we would make if we moved on from Jamison Crowder, but, we'll see. I want to see how this guy grades out. At 5'11", he comes in at 195 pounds. He's not the biggest guy on this list by any means. He is going to be 25 at the start of the season. He's actually only 24 as of recording this video, so that's 3 fighter jets there. Availability, 83%, 2 fighter jets. Slot, 399 snaps. Out wide, 177 snaps. So basically, like I said, going to be kind of a Crowder replacement if we cut him. Yards per game, 39. That is good for a butt fumble. God, I love the butt fumble. It's just, see, you got to wear it with pride, right? Like, it was the worst thing that happened to us as Jet fans, and I'm just going to use it every single year. Pro Football Focus grade, that is 77. That's good for 2 fighter jets. Pro Football Focus rank, 27th. Good for 2 fighter jets. Catchable ball percentage, 82.6. That is 1 fighter jet. Career drop percentage, man, I'm having a hard time trying to say this right now. 7.6%. That is a butt fumble. So 2 butt fumbles for Curtis Samuel. Little surprised by that, actually. Yards per game, I guess I kind of understood, but career drop percentage, I was a little surprised. Cost, I don't think he's going to cost a whole heck of a lot. So I'm putting him down for 1 money sign here, and his overall score is a 10. The next player on our list coming in at 6'1", 215 pounds, the former wide receiver from USC that Sam Darnold got to play with while he was there. Juju Smith-Schuster, and I know I didn't put the full name. His name's too long, and I didn't feel like just changing the box and the size. Blech. Whatever. Age, 24 years old, 3 fighter jets. Availability, he's been available for 91% of the games. Another 3 fighter jets. Snaps from the slot, 798. Oh, good Lord. Wide out, 209. So this is probably going to be another Jamison Crowder replacement in the event you were to move on from him. Solid slot receiver. Yards per game, 64. That's good for 3 fighter jets. Pro Football Focus grade was a 70. 1 fighter jet there. Pro Football Focus rank was 63. 1 fighter jet there. Catchable ball percentage, 86.3. That's good for 2 fighter jets. Career drop percentage, 4.5. 3 fighter jets there. That's a really good drop percentage. Cost, I put him down for 2 money signs. Now, it could be 3 money signs. It definitely could be. I kind of figured he's not going to go for as much as like a Gallaudet or a Robinson, but he's not going to be as cheap as like a Curtis Samuel. I think he's going to be on the higher end of slot receivers. So middle of the pack, two money signs there. He actually got a score of 16. That was actually higher than I kind of expected from him. So good for you, Juju. All right, up next is Kenny Gallaudet, coming in at 6'4", 213 pounds from the Detroit Lions. Age, 27, 2 fighter jets. Availability, 73%, 1 fighter jet. He played the slot 31 times this year and was out wide 194 times. Now, he did miss most of the season here, so this is going to be a little bit skewed in terms of grading. So take that with a grain of salt. Yards per game this year, 65 yards per game. That's good for 3 fighter jets. Pro Football Focus grade, 81.6. Another 3 fighter jets there. Pro Football Focus rank, none. He didn't play in enough games or didn't have enough snaps to get a grade. I gave him 1 fighter jet. I couldn't give him a butt fumble because he actually did well in like enough games that I felt weird just giving him the butt fumble, so he gets 1. Catchable balls, 80.6. Be good for 1 fighter jet. Career drop percentage, 6.6. 1 fighter jet there. Cost, he's going to be expensive. He's going to be 3 money signs here. I think he's probably one of, him and Robinson are probably 1A, 1B when you're looking at wide receivers, I would think. So he's going to be expensive. He comes out with a score of 12. Probably would have been higher had he, played this season. His availability, he's only played in 4 seasons. So like missing a huge chunk of 1 year is going to look pretty bad. So I don't think it's quite as bad as 12, but that's what he got on my score. The final receiver I want to take a look at here is going to be Will Fuller. It's been a name that the Jets have been linked to, so let's take a look at him. 6 foot tall, 184 pounds, surprisingly smaller than I actually thought. I thought he was a little bit taller, and I thought he was a little bit heavier. I'm a little surprised by that. Age, 27 years old, good for 2 fighter jets. Availability, cannot stay healthy, keeps getting suspended. He's suspended for, I think, 1 game next year at the beginning of the season. 66%, he gets a butt fumble. He played the slot 111 times. He was out wide 467 times. So clearly the burner on the outside there. Yards per game, 59. That's good for 2 fighter jets. Pro Football Focus grade, 86.2. That's good for 3 fighter jets with a total grade of, or total rank from Pro Football Focus as the 9th overall wide receiver. That is good for 3 fighter jets. Catchable ball percentage, 85.3. That is good for 2 fighter jets. Career drop percentage, 6.5. 1 fighter jet there. I think he's going to be middle of the pack. I think he's going to be a two money sign kind of cost with a total score of 13. Now, if he was healthy, I think he's a phenomenal receiver. He had a great year this year, but I think, I don't want to call him a one-trick pony, but we saw what Robbie did last year. He was always healthy. Now, didn't have the stats maybe that Fuller could potentially put up, but Robbie got, what, $11, $12 million somewhere in there? Or was it $10 million with the total? Whatever. Robbie got a relatively low-cost deal for this. So I think he's probably going to be in the same wheelhouse with Will Fuller. And, like I said, graded 13th overall. Now, when we take a look at our rankings overall, we take a look at all of them. We have to decide who we are going to fuck, who we are going to marry, and who we are going to kill. So for me, when I'm looking at this, I'm going to say Corey Davis right off the bat. He's going to be the fuck because he is way, way better than I would have thought at this point, but he's only really had the production in like a year and a half worth of time, so I would like to sign him to a shorter-term deal, maybe not give him a ton of money right off the bat. Marry, that's going to be Chris Godwin at our highest score across the board. He actually did really, really well. I don't know if he's going to be franchised. I heard rumors he was going to be franchised, so if it's not, I guess I would probably pick Allen Robinson if I had to kind of look at all these right now. But we'll say Godwin for this exercise. And then kill, it's going to be Curtis Samuel. I was actually really surprised by this because this is a guy I thought that the Jets would want to sign. And when I did this whole grading system, I was, a little surprised. Little surprised here. And maybe my grading system's a little funky and it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. And you guys can give me hell for it down in the comments. So let me know down below what you think of this scoring system, what you think of the grades, what do you think I should have included, and who would you fuck, marry, kill of these wide receivers? Let me know in the comments down below. And as always, guys, go Jets.